Hey guys, Angela here with Turo Family Chiropractic in my functional training space, and another movement minute for you. This one, great for stretching and hip mobility. You do have to obviously be comfortable getting down on the ground, as I am. And knees, you'll see there might be some restrictions depending on your knee mobility. So as always, check with your provider to make sure that it is okay to get in this position. What we're gonna do, start down on the ground, similar to if you're gonna do a glute bridge or something like that. But instead of having both feet on the ground, I'm gonna cross one leg over the other. So you might have heard of this as a figure four, because your legs kind of literally make a four. I've shown a variation of this seated, where you stretch the piriformis, that muscle in the glute. So this is your starting position. So again, if your knee doesn't allow you to bend into that, obviously it's not going to be a good stretch for you. But if you can get in this position, from here, you're going to lift that foot that's on the ground up. All right. So now you'll feel a much deeper stretch into that glute muscle. You might feel a little bit of a stretch through your hip of that cross leg. Maybe even feel some stuff in that leg you just lifted. Kind of just depends on where you're tight. So if you're holding it like this, that's good at the end of an exercise, kind of more as a static stretch. But what I really like using this for is a mobility movement. So you're going to actually continue that motion of lifting and lowering, nice and controlled. So now you're getting hip mobility, you're getting movement, you're getting core engagement, because your core is always going to be involved when you have to lift that foot off the ground. And then you're going to really work that control up and down. And you'll see I'm just lightly touching my heel to the ground. So I'm not letting it fall down. You want to control on the way up, control on the way down. The closer you can get that knee to your chest, that foot to your chest, the deeper of a stretch you're going to get. But you just do whatever your mobility allows, that's where you start out. Ideally, you should have your head flat on the mat, hands by your side. I was obviously kind of looking up and looking at the camera while I was doing this, but you want to keep yourself relaxed. It's just going to make sure that you're not getting too much strain on that neck. If this is too much, if you can't lift that foot, you can put a towel or a band or something behind that leg and use your hands to kind of help you pull up and down until you're able to do that motion on your own. And then of course, making sure that you're working both sides. So again, you can either do it as a stretch at the end of a workout once you're already warm, or do it as a mobility movement where you're going up and down. Both have their merits. If you're really tight, a stretch might feel good, but also making sure that you're getting that fluidity, that mobility through the joints is really important. So you sit a lot throughout the day, getting that cross-legged motion is so important to help open up those hips, and then getting that movement involved as well will really help break up that sedentary behavior. Also the opposite, if you're very active and you have tight hips, it's a good one to help loosen you up. So either way, hip mobility, so important. So try out that figure four mobility stretch and movement and see what you think. That was your movement minute. See you guys next time.